So I employed myself to do the work of God, clean toilets, than being eyed around Kampala. So from there, here I am. King Rogers Murungi is a man born in the village.
Which village?
Village of Kabarori, Fort Potro. Raised in Mukono here, Champis. I spent almost all my life in church. King Murungi is a man who been nurtured by pain. You may see me here and you think life has been soft on my side. But to be honest with you, I've grown to understand that people who have gone through pain, chances are high to make it in life. Me personally, I've not seen any soft life. If you talk about soft life, I've given it to myself. So I know many people see me and like, oh wow, this one is from a good family. But I was not raised by my mom, not by my dad. Actually, I got to know my dad when I was 25 around. My mom gave birth to me when she was still a student. I think P7 or S1 there. So you can imagine, I didn't spend time with her because she had to go back to school. And if, I think I was still in school, she was still in school, I was in school as well. So such kind of life. And I found myself in Kampala through my auntie who picked me from Fort Potro at the age of 3. Since then, I've experienced what they call pain. Going to school, my effort. So what you're seeing actually is my effort. I'm at the university now, and I didn't get a chance to go to school, like go far with my academics, but when I got some little money, I was like, what does it cost me to go back? Do I have to blame back my parents? No. Actually, I got to know that the university I used to see when I was young, they are still in existence. So all I needed is to take back myself. I think I'm a strong believer that believed in God so much, who served God so much. Those days I used to be one of the people who cleans toilets at church. So if you see me here and they tell you I was among the people who used to clean toilets, you may think I'm lying. But if you go to Fido Dido there, you ask, we used to have lunch hours there.
Pastor Ngabo.
Pastor Ngabo, those used to be evening glories, but there is one for Pastor Chwewe's. So I employed myself to do the work of God, clean toilets, than being eyed around Kampala. So from there, here I am.
When you look at your journey, who have been the most important people that have shaped you into the person you've become?
One is my aunt who picked me from the village. She's called Stella Nkoba. When I was young, I don't know at this time where I would be if she didn't pick me from Fort Potro. The one actually I appreciate the most is the one that found me at the age where I was about to get corrupted with the things of this world. At the age of 17 there, where you're excited, you're going to, start women, like drugs and everything. Because I was around Kampala and the chances were high. So that person is called Ngabo, Pastor David Ngabo. That man picked me. At that time I was staying in Katanga there, sleeping there with one of my cousins. By the time Ngabo picked me, I will never forget that day. I was seated in church, crying to God to get for me one person who can love me. I told God, please get for me one person who can love me, because I didn't experience that love of a mother, a father. And I was around Kampala, nowhere to sleep, eating is a problem. So as I'm there seated after lunch hour, still seated at Fido Dido there, I saw a man coming in around 5 in the evening with a team of 5, 6 people. Very handsome guy. And I waited. I was like, let me see what is going on. So the guy, they started their service. I didn't know that there is an evening service. They prepared the church, then they started the evening service. Since I had nowhere to go, I was like, let me also attend this one. So I attended. As I was there, seated in the service, a man picks me from the congregation. Young boy, come here. I always see people talking, asking questions. Do God talk? How does he talk? That was my first day to experience God talking to me. Because remember, my cry was, get for me someone who can love me. Only one who can love me and understand me. So Ungabo picked me from the congregation. I stood on the pulpit. He looked at me. The man told me, he turned and told the church that you people, you can't believe what is happening. So, like, what is happening? So God is telling me that I should love you. And actually tonight, go and pick your stuff, where you're sleeping, where you stay, we are going together home. Ay. I didn't have where to sleep. At that time, I actually was sleeping in church. Yeah, I was sleeping around Fido Dido there. And when he told me to go and pick my stuff, he told one of his people to give me some transport to run and pick them. So I just went around and picked my Kavera. And I'm like, here I am. Hey, you're back. Yes, ready. I'm back. So that's how my life started with Ngabo. I stayed with him for, I think, for like 8 years. And this man loved me. He taught me how to be a man. Naturally, he nurtured me into a man. I don't know if I didn't meet Ngabo, where I would be at this time. Because everything you see in my life, it's because of him. I fed from him. This man taught me everything. The exposure. I started moving with him. A man from nowhere, you start sitting with a man at Serena, Sheraton. My friend. I was like, okay. That was heaven to me. And then he made a very powerful statement that God told him to love me. That is the only thing that melted my heart. So those are two people that...
What other lessons did he teach you to mold you into a man?
The most important thing that I learned from him was to change the mindset. You may have grown from a poor background. You may have not gotten a chance to go to school. You may have not experienced good life. But once you change your mindset and you start thinking like a billionaire, what I learned from him is to be positive in life. I started seeing myself like a billionaire. I started seeing myself like a father. I started seeing myself like, like I come from a good family. He taught me a lot. But what I know very well, what I learned from him, he changed my mindset, how I used to think, how I used to see things. My mind changed the 8 years I stayed with him. That's when I started seeing myself traveling. Then I started traveling abroad for business. Like I could see like everything was possible, became possible. You understand? So yeah, Ngabo contributed like 95% to a man you're seeing here, even with the confidence I'm using. It's because of someone I met and he molded me into a man you're seeing, yeah.
How and when did you become a business person?
I used to do business, the normal business we do. I used to, to be a vendor around Kampala. I used to get my stuff from Owino, those small business. But I used to do them knowing I'm a failure. This is a business of failures. Being a vendor, of course, it's like you're a failure. I would move from one street to another, from one building to another. If you ask people who knows me around Kampala, they will tell you. I would move with my bag on my shoulder, trying to look for customers, pick stuff from people, shirts, trousers, put them in my bag, and I move around. But why I'm saying Ngabo changed my mindset, he taught me a lot with his teachings. That when I was still in Owino, as a vendor, I could see myself as a billionaire. I started seeing myself traveling to China. I started seeing myself traveling to Turkey. I started seeing myself traveling to Dubai, like all over. But I didn't have money. But the fact that I perceived that, I could no longer see myself as a vendor. Now I was seeing myself like someone looking for money for a bigger dream. He taught me that if you learn how to break big things into small things, then you can have them. If you learn that I have to start with one step, then you'll be able to reach on the last step. You understand? But if I see the steps from a distance and I'm like, how am I going to climb those steps? I may fail from a distance without reaching even to try. But with a positive mind, you want to try. With a positive mind, you believe that the little I have, maybe it's going to be that thing that is going to lead me to that bigger thing I want. Because it starts from the mind. There's no one who has money on the bank account by mistake. There's no way you have your money in your pocket when you don't know. Which means the money I have in my pocket, it is as a result of what I have in the mind. So once your mind is being transformed, things becomes very easy and simple. So why I'm emphasizing and I'm saying it is Pastor Ngabo who helped me. It's because I was feeding from someone with right information. It is very important to know where you're feeding from. If you're feeding from weakness, chances are high to fail. But also it takes a level of maturity to know that this is the kind of information I need.
Where did you get the capital to start the business,
The capital started from my mind. As I told you, once your mind is transformed, once your mind is changed, capital is inevitable. Because you see, the challenge I've seen in Uganda, people tend to believe in cash so much, but it's that capital that I've learned through church with Pastor Ngabo, that if I travel to China today, for example, and a Chinese trust me, give me the goods, come sell them, take back his money, is that capital? Do I use money there? I'm using trust. So capital may not be cash. Capital may be honest, being honest. Most of businessmen are not honest. If you're looking for 1 billion to start a business, there is someone who is just getting it because he's honest. Oh, you take this money, use it, you bring it back. But someone else, you need to go and sell your land to have 1 billion. Someone else, it's just because he's honest. That is also capital. It's human capital given by God for free. People will trust you with gold, with silver, with their belonging, because you're honest.
Who trusted you?
Many people, but I trusted myself first. If you don't trust yourself, no one is going to trust you. And by trusting yourself is convincing yourself that the trust I have is what I have to sell to Batte to understand me. Many people trusted me. If I go to Nabugabo down there, downtown, people will just give me their stuff. You go sell and bring my money. And I would do that without money. There are many people who really trusted me. And when I meet them today, they will tell you that we knew that you become something in life. Because it's not easy someone to give you things worth 2 million when you're poor. You go sell them and bring their money. And you know what I would do? One thing I've also discovered as you're growing, more especially when you don't have money, there are things you have to do which are very extraordinary. For example, you have given me things worth 100,000. Go sell them. I go, I sell them, I get profit of 150. Yet you, who has given me your goods, you only have profit of 20,000. So what I will do, from my 150 profit, I'll give you your 100 for your goods. And then I'm like, you know what? From what you gave me, I've gotten 150. But let me also add you 50 for trusting me. Does it make sense? Tomorrow, are you going to refuse? Or if tomorrow I come and I explain to you what you gave me, I gave it to someone, but they are going to pay me next week. You'll be like, oh, it's okay, we can wait. So here we are talking about someone without cash, but you want to make it in life. It takes human capital, what God gave you. Use your wisdom. Build yourself into people's life. Build yourself. And again, if I discover, but you're my good customer, but I've gotten a lot of money from you, next time, I'll come with a gift. I'll give you 1 shirt for free. You know what I'm doing? Actually, I'm bonding with you that when you think about doing shopping, you already think about me. I may be 1 out of 100 that will give you things for free. But what I'm doing, even other companies are doing it. They are marketing on television and everywhere. So what I do, I market with my direct customer with a shirt that I'm the only person you qualify to buy from. If you ask around, people will tell you, almost all my customers, they have received a gift from me. Even those who are hoping to be my customer, they have received a gift from me. I'm marketing myself direct to my client. Not on social media, not on TV. No, direct. This shirt will look on you. It will look nice on you. Okay, are you sure? But it's a gift. So you tell me tomorrow you want to do shopping and you're not going to count me. You look for someone else.
You have your story of pain comes from places where you have sold coffee, you have dug toilet pits. What lesson did you learn from those younger years of your life?
For me, I've done a lot, but I don't want to lie to you that there are no people who suffered more than I suffered. Actually, people have suffered more than I suffered, like 100 times. But the most important thing is what you learn from what you have gone through. For me, what I learned most is that everyone in this world must appreciate and allow to go through pain, because pain is the master producer of greatness. If you talk about big men, put them here, they will tell you the fire they have gone through. So pain, whether you love it or you don't, is the only thing that will put you in line, shape you, and also keep you in keep you in a place where you're worried of going back. Because if you have not gone through pain, how are you going to understand your past in order to value your present or to value your future? So some of us, when you look at the back, we see the scar, we see the pain, the days we slept on the street without something to eat. Ah, man, we respect the people we have in our life. You value everything you have. You value people that you have in your life. When you find people who actually don't value people, they haven't seen. Because, Mr. Batte, in life, everything you're looking for, it's hidden in people. All the money you're looking for, you go and stand there on the road, see cars are passing, people are passing. If you ask yourself where you would get money, you look at those people, your money is hidden in those people. But now the secret is, how are you getting it from them? That's when you're going to value people, respect people. Because you never know. I may know you and I need someone, but you're the one to lead me to someone I need. So that's life. But if you have not gone through pain, you never understand that. You think money, I think it's hidden somewhere where you go and pick it and have it. You study, you go to school, you think you after your university and everything, your degree, you're going to land into a place and get money, start working. Also, it's going to require your character, how you're going to value people at the office, even in church. It's a... So for us, pain has been a teacher.
What was your turning point as a businessman from that vendor into setting up the shops, going to Turkey, China?
What do you mean by turning point? Like to make it in life? I didn't make it once. It's been gradual, it's been growing from one step to another. So there is no day I wake up and like this was my turning point. Everything that is happening up to now, it's in the pipeline, I'm seeing it. There's no any surprise, because as a business person, if let's say you're buying land, I have my land, maybe I've kept it there 5, 3, 4 years, of course I expect my land to add value. So am I surprised when I wake up and I have $1 billion? Am I surprised? When I bought my land, 200 million, it is there. So here I am, after 3 years, they are giving me 1 billion. I'm not surprised at all. But the only thing I can tell you, to what you said about the turning point, the day I discovered myself, that was my turning point. Because you see, we have many people in this country, very smart, but they have never discovered themselves. You find someone, you ask him, where do you excel better in life? They will tell you, I don't know. Maybe I can do this and this and this. At 40, you ask someone, where do you excel better in life? They can't tell you. Like in life, you went to school, you were a doctor, and then I approach you, I ask you, where do you excel better? You find a doctor want to go to become a real estate developer. You find a lawyer want to become, you want to become a vendor also, a trader. So we are in a country that the people don't even know where they excel better in life. Someone waste time, go to school, study 5 years. You ask that person, where do you excel better? Nothing, zero. So life starts the day you discover yourself and you know where you excel better. I knew I excel better in fashion. So I did it with all my heart. I'm not going to lie to you that I woke up one day and I got a deal with a lot of money. No. And up to now, I'm still growing. I'm still learning from what I'm doing. I've not made it to that level. It would be a lie to say that I've made it in life. There are many, many people who are far away from me. You know, in Uganda, when people drive cars, you find someone with a car, and this is how they hold there. You find them in the restaurant. Some, they put them on the belt. Uganda, people, they call success. Driving is success. Having a smartphone in Uganda is success. In Uganda, people are confused. That's what I can tell you. You find someone well educated being taught by an unschooled person. Someone who has never gone to school is the one advising the one who went to school. Someone with money being advised by a poor person. You see those things are happening here in Uganda. So actually in Uganda, how would you tell that you're successful? Because what they call success is having a better car than yours. That's what they call success. Sitting in a fancy place, fine restaurant and eat. That's what they call success. But to me, if you ask me, what is success? It's totally different from what I see. If you get a chance to ask me that.
What is success?
To me, success is being able to produce yourself into someone else, or duplicate yourself into someone else. Because does it help you when I have billions here in my house? How do you benefit? Having my own house, how do you benefit? How does the community benefit? Someone entering his house, if the fence is in the sky, the gate is up there, the second area, electricity is all over. How do community benefit from such a person? And when you die. So to me, success is actually reproducing yourself into people's life. If you're in a community, let people see. But here, we have people, for them what they call success is posting a very beautiful house where you sleep, a very beautiful car. And you don't even have any organization in Uganda that can stand and say this man has been supporting us for 8 years. No, it's not there. Your money actually is your money. For me, that one is not success. I can look for money and the money end up becoming poison in my life.
How have you used what God has given you to benefit others?
The little I've so far been able to have in my life, I've done some few things. I have the Murungi Foundation that has been in existence for more than 4 or 5 years, where we have paid school fees for more than 200 kids. I've been looking after the elderly people, old people. They are like almost 20. And I've helped my fellow youth in terms of talking, exchanging ideas, and also giving them. I don't know how many people have helped to go abroad. Just find you working and I'm like, no, you can travel and do your business from there. Why don't you go to China? I've helped many. You will see them in your inbox there. Yeah, more than 200 people. I've helped them to get a visa. The fact that I succeeded to travel, I've helped more than 200, more than 400 actually. You meet them doing well in Kampala, like you helped me to get my first visa to travel. You helped me to take me to China, like yeah.
How do you balance your fashion business and real estate business?
You have to trust people. You can't do it alone. You cannot be good in all corners. You have to trust people. So I work with many people. Actually, my work is putting the idea on the table with little money I have, and I have people to initiate it, and yeah, and we move.
And how do you make sure that your work life and family also balance out well?
You know, I used to be 20, now I'm 36. I cannot act the way I used to act when I'm 20. No. You have to accept that now I have responsibility. I'm a man, soon I'm making 40. So failure to understand that there are a lot of things you're going to miss out. It is within you as a man to know that now I'm growing. This is time for my family. This is time for business. No one is going to tell you now, teach you how to manage your family. When you have kids, they are also growing, and you want to still act like a kid. And by the way, that's the challenge we have in Uganda. We are having a generation of kids giving birth to kids. You know very well that almost Uganda, we are the one who is the bigger percentage of the youth, almost in the whole world. But it's also dangerous because we have people who have not been nurtured. We celebrate them that they are youth, but they have not been nurtured. And they are also becoming fathers, they are becoming mothers. So who is going to nurture their children? That's why government has a bigger work now to do, to contribute here. Where you see that you have a lot of youth, young people, then the government has to intervene. Otherwise, we are going to end up having drug addicts in this country. We are having people who are not nurtured, not trained at all. All they know, my dad, my mom, they did not sleep at home. I've not seen my mom. I've not seen my dad. Where are you? I stay with my grandma. I stay with my... That's the kind of life we are experiencing now. So Uganda We have a problem coming in 5, 10 years, 20 years. I don't know if we are facing now. We have an issue of youth not working. Every day they are moving on streets. And now just imagine their children. Don't you think that requires the government to intervene? But for government is celebrating that we are having the youth. We are the biggest number in the world with the youth. Not exposed at all, not empowered, nothing. Apart from going to school, what else? This is the only country that teach people without demand of workers. So we just teach people actually to, I don't know. Do we have the demand for workers? Tell me, do we have demand for workers in this country? Have you seen any company advertising that we are looking for workers, they are not coming? We have few workers, where? But on a daily basis, we educate our children. So, you went to school. Where do you manufacture? Where there is no demand?
Why did you decide to go back to school?
I decided to go back to school because I understand what I want. And I'm at the university, I'm studying business. And I'm doing international business. I don't want to be operating here. No. I know tomorrow my government is going to need me. We are lacking smart people in this country. And there's no way I will convince them that I'm smart without documents. So I had to go back, get academics paper, put them here. If that is what requires me to work. Because, to be honest with you, in Uganda, there are many people who are P4 dropout that you can bring in the parliament and they change everything than those one with a degree in the parliament. So our problem is not education here in Uganda. No. No. That's not our problem. Our problem, we are upside down. Someone who is supposed to be a farmer is in the parliament. Someone who is supposed to be a doctor is in Chikubo. Waste of resource. Someone who is supposed to be a lawyer is also in Chikubo. Waste of resource. So we don't even have the reason as to why we educate. We just have to go back on the board and ask ourselves, what is the reason as to why we are taking children to school? You find someone panicking, selling a TV. Carry the TV, take it to the market. Why? The neighbors are laughing, my children are not at school. So by the time your child is in university, you have almost sold everything. After educating such a person, they tell you now she's pregnant. So now you start taking care of the granddaughter. So, yeah, that's what we have. That's the confusion we have.
What are some of your plans?
You're talking of the future plans? I have a lot of plans, but all my plans are community based. Soon I want to open up my factory.
What will you be manufacturing?
We'll be manufacturing some few things that we actually need here. We want to manufacture shoes from here, belts, buttons. Yeah, something that actually has raw material here. We have all the raw materials to manufacture shoes, belts, and some decor, some jewelry,